evening. Welcome to Armada Jams in the Park. Glad you guys could come out. It's hot today, I know, but it's pretty, at least we got a nice breeze. We have Joe Adair here with NEMC Channel 6. And if you check all the sponsors on that sponsor us on the fence there, those are all the people that sponsor the concerts in the park. And we have tonight Rock of Ages Big Band, which I'm really excited about. They come all the way from Grand Blanc and Fenton, so that's a haul for them. And there's 15 of them, so we really appreciate that. Okay, enjoy, guys. Thank you.
One, two, three. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for seeing so many friendly faces out. Glad the rain stayed away. That first song, again, was a 1978 disco hit from the Village People. And the last song we just played was an instrumental composition by Booker T and the MGs way back in 1962 called Green Onions. We're so glad to be here tonight. This is our first outdoor gig since 2019. We, of course, because of the pandemic, as everybody knows, we took a year and a half off, didn't really come back together until last fall, had a successful Christmas program, and started right after the first year working on a lot of new music. So there's different things you're going to hear. We've got some different personnel and a totally different sound. I hope you enjoy what you're going to hear. A lot of high energy, and we'll be certain of one thing: we will definitely be tired when we're done. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce this next song. It features our tenor sax player, Paul Jaworowitz. This was first released by Jack Jones back in 1966, and it's been a song that's been a jazz standard ever since. It's called A Day in the Life of a Fool.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Hello everybody, I'm Dave McDonald, and I'm going to start off a song for you tonight by a guy I call the King of Cool, a man who was part of the Rat Pack. This man had a song that he recorded in 1960 and 1964, and it was on the top 100 for 25 weeks. And that song is You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You by Dean Martin. You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Well, you may be king, you may possess the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same, you'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. You'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
Sorry for the delay there. Trying to get two horns together at once. Anyways, that again was You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You by Dean Martin. This next tune was written by Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Bob Seger, and J.D. Souther, and released on the Eagles album, The Long Run, in 1979. Here is Heartache Tonight. How many of you guys are growing up back in the 60s? Yeah?
69.
All right. Is that when you were born?
Yeah, 69. So
Okay, so you weren't really growing up there. But I get it. Okay, I'm only a few years older than you. This song is one of my favorite by The Association. And I want you guys to yell out, if I say The Association, how many of you guys remember?
Wendy.
That was one. That was another one. But that's not the ones we're playing. This is one of my favorite ones, and I hope it will be when we're done. It features David McEachern on a euphonium, which is, again, David's a new player to our group, but he's definitely not a new player to the euphonium. This was 1967, and it was a hit by The Association. It's called Never My Love.
Now, you know, I said the song before was by Dean Martin. Well, you cannot have a concert without having a song by a man who was the leader of the pack, the chairman of the board, old Blue Eyes himself. He did a song back in 1984, his last soul album. It was called LA Is My Lady, and the song is called Until the Real Thing Comes Along. Don't you know I'd work for you, I'd slave for you, be a beggar or a knave for you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. Gladly move the earth for you, prove my love, dear, and its worth for you. If that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. With all the words, dear, at my command, I just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, baby, come what may. My heart is yours, what more can I say? I would cry for you, even sigh for you, tear those stars down from the sky for you. If that isn't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. Walk on burning coals for you, I would drive the Chrysler, leave the Rolls for you. If that ain't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. I would try to hit high C for you, I'd even punch out Mr. T for you. If that ain't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. There's not a thing that you can't ask of me, no one demand any task of me. If you want the moon or a lavalier, all you got to do is nibble on my ear. I would not steal, beg, borrow, lie for you, lay my little body down and die for you. If that ain't love, if that ain't love, if that ain't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along.
Now, if I mention to you guys John, Paul, Ringo, and George, you guys would think right what, the Chipmunks, right? Now, what would you guys? That's the Beatles, right? Well, everybody knows that Lennon and McCartney were the two aces on the mound, so to speak, when it came to writing songs. But George Harrison was pretty good in his own right. And this song that we're going to do came off the Abbey Road album in 1969. And it featured a ballad that was written by George Harrison. And Paul McCartney and John Lennon said it was possibly the best that he had ever written and one of the best ballads they'd ever heard, and certainly the best track on the Abbey Road album. This is a medley, or not medley, it's a ballad, excuse me, and it's called Something. Now we're seeing a lot of music from back in the 60s, the 50s being recycled into commercials on TV. If you watch commercials, unfortunately I usually flip past them. But this song was written in 1968, and it was written by Hugh Masekela. Okay, and you guys will recognize it. It's called Grazing in the Grass. It was recently on I think it might have been a Geico commercial or something like that. But it features our trumpet section, and Bill and Stan have both got a solo. So I hope you guys enjoy this, Grazing in the Grass.
Now, long before Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, even Elvis and his Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love, there was a guy who used to make the ladies' knees go jelly when he would sing a soft, slow ballad. And that would be Mr. Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra. And in 1955, he did a song called In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning. While the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl and never ever think of counting sheep. When you're alone of all. Learn this lesson, you'll be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you'll miss her most. That's the time you'll miss her most. The time you'll miss her most.
Featuring the classic dance tunes Let's Groove, Boogie Wonderland, and Sing a Song. Here's a fine medley of hits from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now, Herb Alpert and his Tijuana Brass, actually it was called Herb Alpert before this album came out in 1965. That's when they were first called Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass for this album. It was released on AM Records in 1965. It's the band's fourth full album and arguably their most popular release. This album saw the band nearly abandoning its Mexican-themed music, featuring mostly instrumental arrangements of popular songs and also generating some major pop hits for the first time since, well, the one we're going to do in a minute. The first song we're going to do was a Herb Alpert tune written by Julius Wetcher. He was a percussion in the band, most notably on marimba. You guys might recognize this as one of the theme songs for the dating game, but it's called Spanish Flea. I switched them up on them. The Lonely Bull, El Toro Solitario. That's Spanish for the Lonely Bull. It is a song by Saul Lake, recorded by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, and was the title track to the album, The Lonely Bull, back in 1962. Here's our Lonely Bulls playing you, the Lonely Bull. guys enjoying this so far? All right. Yeah. This song was recorded in 1975 and released in 1976. Isn't She Lovely is a song by Stevie Wonder from his 1976 album, Songs in the Key of Life. The lyrics celebrate the birth of his daughter, Aisha Morris. This features 4 soloists. It features Bill Jones on trumpet, Stan Visser on trumpet, features our 2 guitar players, Randy Luxton and Dave Smith. I hope you enjoy Isn't She Lovely? Okay, at this time I'm just going to take a breather and introduce the gang tonight to you guys. So to my right, to your left, on alto sax is Joanne Ranville. Next to her is Ken Duck on tenor sax. Paul Jaworowitz on tenor sax. Our trombone section is Gary Smith, all the way down there on the low brass. That's David McEachern on trombone and euphonium. And Mike Smith on trombone. Our trumpets are all the way to my right, to your left is Kathy Smith, Stan Visser, and Bill Jones. Our rhythm section is Dave Smith on guitar, Randy Luxton on guitar, Doug Ford on bass, and the Reverend P. Thomas Wachterhauser on drums. My name is Steve Figgins. I've been part of this since almost 20 years now. It's when how long we've been together. And I play a little bit of Barry, a little bit of alto, and I try to do a lot of announcing. And Dave McDonald, there's our vocalist tonight, does a great impression of Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. Well, we're going to go into 1976 for you. It's a theme song of a very popular movie of that day featuring Sylvester Stallone. All I have to do is go, Adrian! You guys probably know what that is. But it is a theme song for the city of Philadelphia, and it's played at a lot of their sporting events, especially the Philadelphia Eagles. It's called Gonna Fly Now, also known as the theme from Rocky. You know, when we started 20 years ago doing this stuff, called ourselves a big band. We tried to play a lot of the 30s and 40s stuff. That was the music of the popular music of the day back when my mom and dad and so many of our parents and generation that came before us were growing up. So when I say big band, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's Glenn Miller." Yeah, but a big band through the ages has come to be defined by a big band. A lot of people in a band playing a lot of different types of music, which we're trying to pull off tonight. But we're going to go back to 1939. This was probably Glenn Miller's most popular song of the day and probably throughout the era, and it's probably the most iconic big band song known. And you guys will recognize it, I'm sure. It's the ever popular As Recorded by Glenn Miller Orchestra, In the Mood. One, two, three, four. Back in 1942, we're going to take you to another great big band of the day, Duke Ellington's band. Words and music by Billy Strayhorn, written in 1941, adapted in 1942 for Duke Ellington's theme song. It's called Take the A Train. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Back in 1960, a gentleman by the name of Ray Charles did this song. It became so popular that the state of Georgia made it its state song. Now I'm going to do a rendition by Michael Bublé, and the song is called Georgia on My Mind. Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, on my mind. said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me, other lips smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I find just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I said just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. There'll always be Georgia.
We got a few more songs for you guys. Sweet Home Chicago is a blues standard first recorded by Robert Johnson way back in 1936, back when Ken Duck was a little boy. Although he is often credited as the songwriter, several songs have been identified as precedents. The song became a very popular anthem for the city of Chicago despite ambiguity in Johnson's original lyrics. In other words, they didn't really recognize the song and mention the song in the lyrics. The song appeared in the Blues Brothers film featuring Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, and that's what we're doing tonight. So you're going to hear 4 solos. You're going to hear a harmonica solo by Tom Wachterhauser. You're going to hear a sax solo by Paul Jaworowitz, trumpet solo by Stan Visser, and a guitar solo by Dave Smith. Hope you enjoy it. Sweet Home Chicago.
One, two, three.
Thank
This song is off the 16th overall album by jazz artist Chuck Mangione, released in 1978, and is the soundtrack to the 1978 film of the same name. Chuck Mangione won a Grammy for the Best Pop Instrumental Performance for the title song, Children of Sanchez.
I'm here. Well, as you can see, I've changed my shirt for you. I changed my shirt because this is a special song. You can't sing a song of Frank's without singing this. So without further ado, New York, New York.
One, two, three, four, one, two.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. You're welcome.
The last number we're going to do for you was written in 1972, performed by Stevie Wonder. And this particular song was off his album of that year, and it met the number one overall in the Billboard Top 100. It has a really familiar riff on the guitar that you guys will hear, and it's called Superstition.
One, two, one, two, three. Hold on, guys. Turn on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. It was a nice evening, turned out pretty nice. We'd like to thank Rock of Ages again for coming out from Grand Blanc and Fenton. Especially that vocalist, he sounded just like Frank Sinatra, didn't he? And we thank NEMC, Channel 6. Also, the trees in the park were donated by the Lake Orion Lions. And so the tornado will be, 1 year anniversary will be Sunday, which happens to be my wife's birthday. That's how I remember it. So we call her Tornado Debbie. All right, guys, have a great evening. Thanks for coming. And next week is, what's the name of the group? Wayward Wind. Wayward Wind next week. They're a very popular group. They play a lot of Beatles stuff, and it's the Sausalito Brothers, very well known. Thanks, guys.
Yep, we got one more for you. You guys will like this one. I'm sure you'll like it. And if you want to hear us again, we will be in Almont on September 1st in the park down there from 7 to 9. So again, that's in Almont on September 1st, 7 to 9. So here we go with their last number.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and that's why we stand to say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thanks again for having us. We hope to see you next year, and again, hope to see you in Alma.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.